My name is Colleen Magnus, and today you are Creating with Colleen, and I come to you live every Wednesday at noon Eastern Time, so I hope you will be here every single week. But today, there's a lot of things I should be doing, but I have had so much fun playing with new product. The Stampin' Up! Catalog, the old catalogs will end April 30th, and a lot of that is still available, still on sale, so be sure to shop for that. But May 1st, we have our new 2024-2025 annual catalog coming out, and I have gotten a hold of some of that product. Last week I did a sneak peek on what I had ordered, and today we are going to create with the amazing designer paper called Thoughtful Journey, and it really is beautiful. I really think you can put it on a piece of paper, slap a sentiment, that is even optional, it's so pretty. But we are going to make a spanner card today. You all know I love my special folds, and I have two samples to show you. So I am going to boot us up. Let me just make sure I'm here. I like to keep an eye on my laptop. But I also wanted to remind you that not only is the new catalog starting May 1st, but we have bingo. You all know Stampin' Bingo always comes after a new catalog. And the reason we do that is because all of our door prizes, all of our bingo prizes, oh my goodness, hundreds of dollars in those prizes is all from the new catalog. So it's a great way to hit your wish list if you get lucky, but either way, it's a lot of fun. You would stamp 3 projects. That would be all new product, imagine that. 3 different products and play 10 games of bingo. Plus, it's a potluck. And I have to tell you, a lot of stampers like to eat too, and we have an amazing meal. Plenty of food. So that will be on May 31st. It's a Friday, so mark your calendar because you're not going to want to miss it. And it is held in Virginia Beach, and it is at Emmanuel Episcopal Church. So plenty of room to just, oh my goodness, eat, play bingo, stamp, and hopefully win some new prizes, but we have plenty. There's 10 big bingo prizes, and then our door prizes too. So I hope you will join us. You can go to my Creating with Colleen Facebook page and RSVP there, but I would rather you contact me by email. We'll reserve your spot. It is on a first come, first served basis, so you don't want to miss out on that, but you won't regret coming. It's a great time. Also, if you subscribe for my newsletter, all the information will be in there too, and you can click the link and get right to me. So give it some thought, 30 seconds or so, and then RSVP you're coming because you will really have a really good time. And again, all the information will be going out this week in my newsletter. So let me see who is here. We are going to go ahead and get started because, again, good morning stamping and just having a wonderful time. So let me turn you around, turn you down, and I'll be so happy when I can actually show you the inside of the new catalog. Per Stampin' Up! Policy, I'm not allowed to do that. Most of you, if you've ordered from me in the past, you should have received your catalog by now, or they should be coming. I shouldn't say by now, but they really are coming. And I know some of you have, but just a great catalog. It's different. Once we get to finally open this catalog up, we'll do a little walkthrough in there and I'll point out some of the differences, but beautiful product and you will love it. But this is the cover. Ooh, right there. So let me try to put that aside. Now today we're creating what is a spanner card. So my dear upline, Melissa Ellis, we get together, demonstrators love to stamp together, and we get together once a month to stamp, a group of us. And although I have made these before, it was a great reminder. And that is what a spanner card does, because this piece spans across the front. Now she made hers with the flowering zinnias, and that is an online exclusive product. So you definitely want to go check those out because those products are not in a catalog. They're only online. But I also created this with my team last night. We do a mystery stamping once a month. It is the third Tuesday of the month at 7 o'clock by Zoom. So I tell them what pieces to cut. They pick their own cardstock, their own designer paper, and then we create together. And it's just, I think that's probably one of the best things about Stampin' Up! Is the community of stampers and friends that you create. And it is a lot of fun to be together. And then we post them all on our team Facebook page, and everybody has lots of wonderful ideas to share. So this is, mine will look different from this because, you know, I varied it a little bit. But when you do a spanner card, this piece that spans can be at the bottom, the middle, the top, wherever you want it. But that was Melissa's, and that was what inspired me because it had been a while since I made one. So let me see who is here. Goodness, let me try to see who is here, my contacts. Hey, Deborah, I'm glad you're watching from Minnesota. Oh, rainy Indiana. Mary, I think your rain's coming our way this afternoon, but I'm going to try to get out and get a walk in before it does. Let me see. Mary Kay is here from Maryland. Kay from East Central Indiana. I love that you can all join me in this stamp room. Hello, Miss Kay. I'm glad you're here coming home from camping. Yes, you are. It's that time of the year, isn't it? Tell your sweet hubby I said hi. I know he's sitting right next to you. And then we have Lynn and Charlotte and Terry and Cindy and Barb. So, Charlotte, you're still waiting on your catalog. Okay. Demonstrators receive a complimentary catalog from Stampin' Up. And I think they said if you have not received it by the middle of next week to give them a call. But if it doesn't show then, I think I'll check with your mailman. He is, or she is obviously holding out on you. But you should be receiving it soon. Oh, Cindy's having technical difficulties today with Country Life. Well, the good thing is, Cindy, you can always go back and watch this if you miss it, but I hope it'll behave itself. Y'all know we are always at the mercy of our computers. So, Bren, I'm glad you are here, and Renee, Ms. Vogel. So we are going to get started. So I'm going to show you, I don't want to show you the finished product yet. Let me show you just really quick the paper. Then I'm going to show you the card I was working on this morning because those on my team who stamped with me last night haven't seen this one. And then we're going to actually do the other card, which is a lot like it. But I was so excited, I couldn't wait to do the one today. So this here is the Thoughtful Journey 6x6 Designer Series paper. And something I think that Stampin' Up! Has mastered are the sceneries and the colors. These include a lot of our in colors that we have. Got Petunia Pop, that right there. That's the one that I'm going to be actually creating with you today. And how gorgeous is that? I bought 2 packs and I'm really thinking, because that's our limit, just might need another one. This reminds me of like a wintry lake. You see the smoke on the lake? Like that's frost. This is gorgeous. So just beautiful whether you want to use these on a card. I think you could put strips of them in a scrapbook page. Absolutely gorgeous. I love when Stampin' Up! Has the designer paper that does all the work for you. So here we go. Right there. And then this is the one that I couldn't wait to create with. This morning, when I saw this just reminded me of the lake. And we are not hunters in our family. Although we do like to eat some wild game, we have to have our friends who hunt for us because that's never been Danny's thing. But I love, again, another online exclusive. This was called Feathered Flight. And I do have a video on this and for the Feathered Flight stamp set. But I loved it because you'll know, A, it was a distinctive stamp set, and it was masculine. Sometimes it's just so hard to do masculine cards. So anyways, that's what I used because I could see the duck flying across. So what I did this morning is this was what I made. So I have this one here. See how the ducks, it was just made for this. So this is my duck spanner card. And when you open it like that, and actually, oh, honey, if you're out there in the garage watching, forget you saw this. It's my Father's Day card for Danny. Hopefully he's still out there working because I am glad he is in my life. So that was the spanner card that I was going to do today. And it's it's really similar. We're going to do the more basic one. The biggest difference was I made my designer paper 1/8 of an inch larger because I really wanted this scene to mesh together. And also when I cut my designer paper, I cut the strip, which I'll do on the other one. But then I wanted to make sure it immediately came up so that all that scenery kind of connected. So to do that, I had to put it on a piece of white paper and put that at the bottom. If y'all need to, I'll do another video on that. But the one thing I did want to show you is how to color this duck with the different colors. So to do that, that's all I'm going to show you on that though, is take your duck here. Put him in there. I didn't even grab a block for him. So let me just pull this off, and I'll use this for my other one. But this is a cling stamp, the red cling stamp, so they stick great. And what you need to do is, with the red rubber, you can do it with photopolymer, but the red rubber really, to me, adheres and works the best with the ink, is I'm going to take pecan pie, and here I will just lightly tap my pecan pie. Then I have an old blender pen. So with the old blender pen, I'm going to remove some of the ink. So I'm just going to take the ink off of his head and his beak. And to clean these, the old ones, it really doesn't matter. Just kind of wipe it off. Like that. And then I'm going to take my Stampin' Right markers. And you notice I'm not worried about how long this is taking or my ink drying, because this is a classic ink. So with our classic ink, it's water-based, and you can moisten it with your breath. Not a blow. And it'll come to life again. So in here, I recently treated myself. I bought a whole new set of markers. They last forever. I have my old ones, but we've had enough color changes to where I haven't had the new colors, and I love it. So this is the Regals collection. It's all 10 markers of the Regals. And I am going to use Pretty Peacock and Crushed Curry. So what I'll do first is y'all know there's a fine end with a line, thick line. So this is your fine point, and the points are different from the one years ago. The other ones were like a ball point, and they were great for fine tip stuff, but this is also fine too. And I think this tip will last a lot longer. That was the only thing with the other ones. Sometimes the ballpoint ones didn't last as long, but I'm talking, I bought my first set when I was 40. That was 2 decades ago, and a lot of them still work. So I don't know what you want, but they do last. But you're going to use the broad end, and I'm just coloring the beak with my broad end. And then I'm going to take the Pretty Peacock, and just on the mallard's head, I'm going to come around just to get that different color in there, make them look more realistic. And then I will huff. You know you did it right, except my lip did hit the stamp, so hopefully that'll come out. You know you did it right because your block fogs out. And then that's how you get this beautiful, realistic looking mallard. And then I just fussy cut it, and I ended up putting it on my card like that, because I knew I had to have a mallard that would come across this paper. So now what we're actually going to do, and I'm going to cut and show you. Here's my ruler. So what I'm doing, let me give you your parts. Oh, I showed it to you. I was going to wait for a surprise. Okay. This is how it would technically be, but I'm going to change a couple things on this, so you'll see. But isn't it just gorgeous? Love, love, love the paper. Let me check my comments real quick. Let me see. So Cindy, you didn't receive your catalog yet either. You will. Yeah, the mail in Georgia is terrible, but it's coming, I promise you. But the paper is gorgeous. You will all love it. Oh, thanks, Mary Kay. I'm glad you like the duck. I do too. I just knew that's what that paper was there for. So what you need when you get your Thoughtful Journey Designer Series paper, it's on page 47 of the new catalog, and this is a 6x6 piece of Designer Series paper. So what I wanted to do was cut it in front of you so you could see exactly how to cut this. Y'all know I love to teach. So here I have a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of Mossy Meadow. We're going to score that at 4 1/4, and then I'm going to show you how to cut it. You're not going to believe how easy this card is to create. When I first saw it, I thought it was so complicated, but it is not. And then you're going to need a 1 inch by 5.5 inch piece of Mossy Meadow, and then a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of basic white that will go on the inside. So you could take your screenshot there. And within the next week, I will also have this posted on my Creating with Colleen Magnus Facebook page with the links and the pictures of the dimensions and a picture of the project. Okay, so for your card base, yeah, you will love this stamp set, Terry. I loved it too. And again, we're not we're not hunters in the family, but you know, it was so pretty. And it's hard to do masculine sometimes. You need a masculine card. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. So you find your 4 1/4 mark and make sure you are straight across at the top, so it's going to score nice and even. Remember, the dark blade is cutting. Don't use that. And then you have your scoring blade. So here I've scored it, and you can see where I folded in half like that. And now I'm going to cut. I'm just going to cut 1 1/4. Yes, 1 1/4 up on each side. And you're only cutting to the score line. So if you want to come down, you can. I choose to go up. So what I do is I find my 1 1/4 inch mark. I put it here. And now I can come in with the blade and only go to the score line. And if you want to keep it simple, just turn it over. Go to 1 1/4 inch again. And just cut up to your score line. And you are halfway done making your spanner card. That's how easy it is. Because see, you have, I need a new blade. Let me get a new blade. So you have the pieces here, and then you have your card like that. Now to cut the paper, what I'm going to do, I have my paper here. Since this is 1 inch, I'm just going to cut a 3/4 inch strip. So remember, we worked like in quarters. So that's 1 inch, then I'm going to go 3/4. So I'll take my Stampin' Up! Cutter again. And this is for the bottom. So I'm just going to cut 3/4 inch off the bottom. And when I do that, you know, instead of trying to work it this way, and my fingers all in the way, you have measurements on this side of the blade too. So I'm just going to go to 3/4 inch and cut that piece off. Okay. And there, that is what's going to give me, piece right there. That's what's going to give me this piece right on here. And this is really cool. When you look at this paper, when you put it with Mossy Meadow, you can really see the wild wheat in here. Let me see if you know, when you put it with Mossy Meadow, this wild wheat comes out. But my other choice of cardstock, I was kind of going back and forth to everybody, is the Misty Moonlight. And when you put it with Misty Moonlight, it brings the sky out. So I love Stampin' Up! Colors because they coordinate so much and they make life so much easier for us. So I just love that. So what I need now, when you're looking at this is 1 inch. This is 1 inch by 4 inch. This is 2 3/4. Let me show you there. That's 2 3/4 by 4. And then that's a 1 inch strip. So in order to get them all going, this, you know, together, that's how I'm going to cut this. So first I know that I need 4 inches. So I know it's 4 inches. Let me just make sure. Yes. So since that's my bottom piece, I'm going to go ahead and cut this 4 inches. I took 1 inch off the bottom, and then I have 1 inch here. Okay? And save all your little pieces. So that's 4 inches. So now to cut my strips, I'll put that there. I'm going to do 1 inch, 2 3/4, and 1. So here I have my 1 inch. Okay, 2 3/4 inch over there. And then 1 inch again. So this way I get this whole scene from left to right. And those are the pieces that I'll use. Okay. So when I put this on here, this will go on the left. And I kind of like to put it like this so I can see and get it even on all sides. So there's my 1. This will go in the middle. And incidentally, all the cards that my team made last night like this, they did awesome. And I think it's so fun because when they pick their own cardstock, and they pick their own designer paper. They're all different. But then when we post them on our team Facebook page, you get to see all the options and what everybody created. And then this will go here. Let me see. Hey, Edith, I'm glad you can come on. And Rhonda from Phoenix. Very good. So to me, that alone would be a gorgeous card. I mean, even if you just cut those strips, put them on the front, it's a beautiful card. So now I'm going to actually stamp on the front. And what I'm going to do with that, let me see, is, let me grab it here. This is a new stamp set called Unbounded Love. And with the Unbounded Love, that's going to be on page 54. I love it because it has a saying for the front and then a saying for the inside. So often people have said they really want to know what's on the inside. There's nothing to put in there. So faith, it's being sure of what we cannot see. Love never gives up. Hope is believing in a brighter tomorrow. And on and on and on, which are really, really good. Happy birthday. May all your wishes come true. So this is a stamp set. But then I love that it has these framed dies. So a lot of the words, all the words, there's a die in there for every word in the set. So they have leaves that you can embellish with. This one, if you can see this one, this actually is a die where the leaves are attached. So really nice set. And I have kind of pre-cut those. But I am going to take my duck back off of that. And I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday. So I'm going to stamp that in the Petunia Pop. It's a gorgeous color. So here I've got Petunia Pop, and I'm just going to put this up at the top. It's kind of hard to see. So here I have my Happy Birthday. And then I am going to do the inside. I'll do the inside next. And let me see here. I've got this piece for my inside. And I also, I'm looking for where those strips are. Let me see my strips of paper. Okay. When I put this in here, like this, I'm getting lost on myself here, because this will open like such. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and put the bottom piece on. Let's do that. Because this is kind of a little bit different from the other one that I did. And I'll show you how. Remember when I told you you can put this spanner piece anywhere you want? You can. So this was 1 inch by 5.5. I'll just take this off here. Now I can put this across the bottom like that, but I found when I did, I'm losing some of that beautiful paper that I wanted. So it would open. Let me just put a little bit of adhesive here so you can kind of see how it will open. I'm not going to put it down yet. You want to pull these in together so they're all nice and flush. And then this just goes on the bottom like that. So what I would have is my card would open like this, like the duck card, then like this, then the inside. But I really kind of want this on the outside because I want to see that. So I'm actually going to have my card go this way. So see, this will pull up and you'll see your inside. It'll go like that. So let's do that inside real quick since I have my window there. Now I'm just going to tack this down because I want to fit everything in that window. So I'll put this here. And then when I go to stamp, since you see this first, then I will see this. I cut some dies, and these are some of the dies that I cut with the designer paper. I mean the regular paper. So Petunia Pop, Mossy Meadow, and I kind of went back and forth, but I think what I'm going to do is put this here, and I'll just put a little bit of liquid glue. Y'all know it doesn't take much. And again, I could have used the Sizzix sheets because they are great when you have something small. I got 2 little pieces here I need to pop out. Make sure all your little dots are out first. There you go. And I'm just going to put this right in the middle. Then I'm going to take the words. You know how I said we have the inside? So that was happy birthday. And this says, may all your wishes come true. Wouldn't that be nice? In a perfect world, all your wishes would come true. But you grow through the hard times too, so it's all good. So I will just put this in here. May all your wishes come true. And I had these little leaves here. I had like this one here I could put on if I wanted to. And I could put this down here if I wanted to. Let me see. Yeah, I think I could do that. Wonder if I could actually slide it under. I probably could have had I not glued it already. But I think it'll look pretty on top too. So I don't know if I'll put that one on. Let me at least put this one on. Bren, you said this would be a good card for the men in your church. The paper is, every sheet of this designer paper is gorgeous. So it's all up to you on what you want to do with it. So I'll put that there. See if I want to put one up here. Yeah, why not? Why not? I already cut it, so I might as well use it. Well, I tell you, they're calling for storms here later today, but it's beautiful right now. I will take advantage of that while I can. I'll put this here. A little piece of the mossy meadow. Okay. So the difference being, you can pop it in and out. The difference being is here, you see the front, because I do like that in the front. I want to see as much as I can. Then I will pop it up. May all your wishes come true. And then that comes up. And then you have a place to write and do what you want. So that is that. If you want it the other way, you can kind of bend this in. But see, when you do that, I feel like that's the star of the show and not what's up here. So it's still a spanner card, but you pop it out either way you want. Now we do have some gems that go with this. So these are the adhesive backed pearl trio. And I wasn't sure if they would be too big or not. So I'm kind of looking at it. Ooh, I don't know, that's gorgeous. So let me take one of these, because I was thinking you have 2 options. I can use the larger gems, or you'll know with all the in colors, the new ones, we have the blends. So if you were to just take your rhinestones, you could either use the light or the dark. Let's see what the dark looks like. And you can color these because your blends are alcohol markers, and they dry on non-porous surfaces. So how cool is that? Ooh, these are pretty too. So do this. Be careful of your tips. You don't want to ruin the tips of your blends. But this way, if you have the rhinestones or any of the white, more pearl type things, rhinestones and stuff, you can color them any color that you have of a blend, and that they will all match. So here, let's do these since I just did them and they're fun. Let me put one there. See, it's already dry. Because you know you got to work in your 3s. There. And one, maybe one there. Oh, I took it off too soon. There we go. So that is your spanner card. Again, this one, for the spanner card, you've got the base all the way down at the bottom, down here. And then you open it like that. And then this one, just poke it out front. If you don't want that to be the base piece to be all the way across, poke this on the front. And you still have a gorgeous card. A fun card. And easy. I mean, how easy was that? And when I first saw it, I thought it was complicated, but it is not. And then if that gets stick a little better, give a nice crease. So there's your cards today with the new product. We only have, oh my goodness, what, about a week, 2 weeks before May 1st when all these products will come out. I cannot wait because as a demonstrator, we were allowed to pre-order and you could actually purchase our starter kit. It's $125 in product and you only pay $99 with free shipping. And you can pick some of the items that we were able to pick, this of course being some of it. But on May 1st, they will release the entire catalog to all of us. And then we can order. And if you're a demonstrator, you know you get to order with a 20% savings. So if that's something you're interested in, please contact me so I can answer your questions. Or you could go to sign up at my creatingwithcolleen.com blog. You can also request my newsletter there. You can select shop now. And by all means, if you're just watching for the first time, please subscribe to my channel, like and share, and thank you for being here. I just love that everybody can be in here. The duck, Rhonda, are you seeing the duck? Okay, yes, it's a duck, I believe. It's a mallard. But that is an online exclusive. So never forget, we have products in our catalog, which you can see those catalogs at my blog also. And we have online exclusives that you can only see online. Lots of great product there. It's amazing and it's always growing. So thanks for being with me today. I hope you enjoyed the card. Which one's your favorite? I'm going to stay on just a little bit. Normally I rush off. But I'm going to stay on for a little bit. Do you like the duck or the mallard? Or do you like the flowers? Your choice. Your choice. I want to see what y'all say. So hopefully, let's see. Let me see what you say. So come on. But, you know, I'm always here to help you all if there's anything you need. And there's always a delay when you're doing a video. All right, Bren likes both. Bren likes both. Last night when we were stamping together, Bren, this was the one that I did, but this was the one that I had to figure out because I had to make sure the paper followed this way to get the whole pond. So let's see. Kay likes the flowers. Well, that's true. Bren likes the duck for the man and the flowers for the lady. Edith likes both. Cindy loves them. Yes, Rhonda, I love the designer paper too. Thank you for watching. So I appreciate that, and God bless you too. So too hard to choose. Well, you know, the nice thing is we don't have to choose. It all comes in the same pack of designer paper. So thank you all for your input and for joining me today. And I hope you have a blessed day. And if there's anything I could do for you, just let me know. I'm always here to help. Thanks so much now, and take care. Bye-bye. Where's my end? They always change stuff on here. There we go.